Hello and welcome to the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint Show. I am your host, Jay Jones. Black Entrepreneur Blueprint was created specifically to educate and inspire Black entrepreneurs to launch, build, and grow successful businesses. Join us as we help build an economic power base in the Black community by promoting business ownership. If you are currently an entrepreneur or want to be an entrepreneur, we invite you to join us every week here at Black Entrepreneur Blueprint.
Welcome to the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, episode number 236. I'm your host, Jay Jones, and today we have a dynamic show in store for you today, family. Today's show topic is how to make money in e-commerce in 2019. How to make money in e-commerce in 2019. Now, last week on the show, I talked about my sales funnel that did over $49,000. And I also did a little webinar that some people missed. So if you missed the webinar, I actually have something that's probably a little bit better than that. So if you go to ecommerceresources.com, you'll be able to look at a video, and it's a video tutorial, free tutorial about my 5-step sales funnel for success, the same funnel I talked about. And I'm actually going to show you and visibly show you on the video every step of the funnel. Now, in addition to that, you're going to get a resource guide with links to copy that funnel if you have a ClickFunnels account or if you want to try a ClickFunnels account. So please go to ecommerceresources.com. And it's a lot of information. The video is probably about 25 to 30 minutes long, but it's a tutorial of my sales funnel that I did over $49,000 with over the holiday period just on one product. And also there's a link to a resource guide there. So please go to ecommerceresources.com. I just want to also share a few other things with you. My new book is out, A New Black Wall Street, Circulating the Black Dollar Worldwide by Building Successful E-Commerce Businesses. So if you're interested in building a successful, sustainable e-commerce business, please go to anewblackwallstreet.com. The book is $14.95 plus shipping and handling. Now, if you need additional assistance building your successful, sustainable e-commerce business, I've created an online course that's compatible to the book titled Educated E-Commerce. So you can go to educatedecommerce.com and enroll in the course. All you Black product producers, I didn't forget about you. If you are a product producer and you want to connect with Black consumers worldwide, please go to besmartbyblack.com, besmartbyblack.com, upload all your information, and now you'll be able to connect with Black consumers worldwide, and it's free. Now, all you Black freelancers, if you are on Fiverr or freelancer.com, or you do any type of freelance work that's on there, please go to my new site titled hireblackfreelancers.com. Hireblackfreelancers.com. If you're a Black freelancer, you can connect with Black consumers or businesses that are looking to hire Black freelancers. And I tell the story all the time, but I was looking for a videographer, a Black videographer in Philadelphia. Couldn't find one, and it didn't make sense. Now, subsequent to that, people have reached out to me, but please, if you're a freelancer, if you do resumes, you do voiceovers, you do software, you do coding, anything that you can find on Fiverr or freelancer.com, please go to hireblackfreelancers.com and upload your information so you can get more jobs, okay? Get more work. And that's what it's all about, family, circulating that black dollar worldwide. All right. And today's show, we're going to talk about how we can do this. And the title is How to Make Money in E-Commerce in 2019. Now, last week's show, I talked about a sales funnel I did for a product that did over $49,000 during the holiday season. Now, with the e-commerce landscape, family, it changes all the time. So some of the things that work well back in 2017 and 2018, even as far back or short back as 6 months ago, may not be successful today. And that's what we're really going to talk about, how to make money in e-commerce in 2019. So really, guys, there's only two ways to make money in e-commerce. There's a fast way and then there's a sustainable way. And we're going to talk about both of these ways and some of the products and tools that I use to build both types of businesses. So the fast way. So fast way is short term. And a lot of times the product or the business does not have legs. And what that means is it's not a sustainable business. So if any of you guys are familiar with the toy, the fidget spinner that was out, not this Christmas, but the previous year, like in 2017, everybody and their grandmother was selling fidget spinners, right? Now, if you got into that market and, at early and started selling fidget spinners online, you probably made a ton of money, but it wasn't sustainable. It was a fad. So we're going to talk about making money in e-commerce the fast way and the sustainable way. And there's nothing wrong with the fast way. Just understand and recognize what it is. It's a fast way, and a lot of times it's not sustainable. So if you find a product that's real hot and you want to get into the market and parlay that money into something else, there's nothing wrong with that. So the short term or the fast way, there's several pros and cons. And the tool I use for doing, short runs or testing out products is ClickFunnels. Okay. And also in the video, the ecommerceresources.com, if you want to get a copy of my funnel that's in the video that I'm talking about, you'll be able to get a free 14-day trial of ClickFunnels, and you'll also be able to upload that funnel into your back office. So just go to ecommerceresources.com and you'll be able to watch the video. And there's also a resource guide with the links where you can actually upload this sales funnel that I'm talking about in this video, and you can have it in your back office. And all you'll have to do basically is just edit the words and also obviously the pictures. But let's talk about the fast way to make money in e-commerce in 2019. And really, I'm talking about using ClickFunnels. And if you're not familiar with ClickFunnels, ClickFunnels is a software that actually builds sales funnels. Now, there's some pros and there's some cons to ClickFunnels. So the pros are, number one, it's fast. You can get products up very quickly. Okay. Also, guys, please bear with me today. I have a massive cold that I'm trying to get over. So I'm a little stopped up right now. But in addition to using ClickFunnels, and one of the pros being that it's fast, you can get products up quickly. Another pro is that it's easy to test products. And you guys know I'm all about testing. You want to test, and test some more to make sure that your product or service you're selling is viable. You need proof of concept. Okay. And the way you find out if a product is viable is if somebody goes into their pocket and pays for it. All right. Not that they like it or whatever. They actually pay for it. That's the ultimate test. Another pro with ClickFunnels is that you can build your list very quickly with their opt-in pages. Okay. Now, there are other software that have opt-in pages, lead pages. I use them sometimes too. But building your database, and you want to build your database on emails. Your database is one of the biggest assets any company has. So you want to build that on emails. Social media, followers and all that, Facebook likes, they're great. But in all honesty, we don't know what social media platforms are going to be around in 3 to 5 years. And are they going to change their algorithms? Facebook has changed algorithms several times and wiped out several different businesses because of that. So you want to build your foundation on a strong foundation, which is emails. All right. So people may change social media handles all the time, but their email normally stays the same. Most people have a personal email and a work email. So you want to build that foundation on emails. So another pro is you can quickly build your list with the opt-in forms. Another thing is that with ClickFunnels, it allows you to increase your average cart sale. So when you go to this video, the BEB Ecommerce Resource.com, when you go to that link and you watch my video, I'm actually going to show you and talk about average cart sales. And so the difference is, on a lot of platforms, you only can sell the product, and you can sell, one product, and once they buy it, that's it. Now with ClickFunnels, you can increase your average sale with upsells and bumps. And I'm not going to get too heavy into that right now, but I talked about it a little bit in the previous episode, number 235, where you give people opportunities to buy more. All right. But what you really want to focus on is average cart sales. So if I only have one product and it's selling for $29 on a regular site, if somebody says, okay, I want it, the only option they have is they're going to buy that one or they're going to buy multiples. Okay. With ClickFunnels, you can do other things. You can do multiple product bumps, other additional offers. So please go to BEBEcommerceResources.com. Check out the video and download the actual resource guide, because I'm going to talk about that in detail on that video. Okay. So those are some of the pros. Fast. It's easy to test products. You can build your list quickly, and you can increase your average cart sales with the sales bumps. Some of the cons. Most times, ClickFunnels sales, or the platform, it's more transactional, meaning it's just transaction based. It's not a community building platform. Okay. Now they do have a membership area that you can connect with your products, but it's really not a community building platform. And I'll get more into community building in a minute. Another con is it's not built to use content marketing per se. It's more of a transactional software. So there's really no content marketing. Yes, you can do long form sales pages, but really there's no place really to add articles or additional content that may bring people into your product funnel. Now, this is the fast way to build in 2019. And today's show topic, guys, is how to make money in e-commerce in 2019. So the fast way is short term, and I'm talking about using ClickFunnels. Okay. Now we're going to talk about the sustainable way to build an e-commerce business in 2019. The sustainable way actually consists of content and community. Okay. Content and community. That's how you build a brand. And really, when I talk about the sustainable way, I'm talking about building a brand. So if you look at a brand like Nike, they have content and they have community. Content, you can find all types of content about Nike, be it commercials, be it blog posts, be it whatever. The community. Nike has a strong and large community. Okay, so this is what you're going to have to build up. Now, obviously, it doesn't have to be like Nike, but you need content and community to build a sustainable e-commerce business in 2019 and beyond. And we're going to talk about that a little more. So some of the tools that I use are WordPress, Shopify, and ClickFunnels. And I use these in different aspects of my business. And what I normally do, guys, I start off with the fast way. And there's nothing wrong with, you can go either way. If you're interested in going the fast way, that's fine, because that's what I do when I test products. I use ClickFunnels, I test products, and if it looks good and I think I can make something out of it, then I'll start trying to build a sustainable business. Okay. And also, guys, please bear with me today. I have a massive cold that I'm trying to get over. And so I'm a little bit stopped up today. So you want to build a sustainable e-commerce business, long-term business with content and community. Now, I talked about WordPress, Shopify, and ClickFunnels. So the first pro that I want to talk about is building content. And the reason building content is a pro is because it gets people to come to your site. Content isn't necessarily selling, but it's giving information, giving people an opportunity to take a look at your site. Via content, it could be video content, it could be a blog post, but content. And what I use to build content is WordPress. WordPress is a great blog platform. Obviously, You can insert videos, and that's what over 50% of bloggers use is WordPress. Very SEO friendly. Sometimes you may need some help with it, but I use WordPress to build content. And I put articles up based on the different, brands that I'm building. I'll put different articles and videos up to draw people in. So one of the pros about building this way, the sustainable way, is building content. Another pro is building community. Okay. And a community is pretty much interaction with your customers or prospective customers. So it could be a Facebook group. It could be a membership site. It could be something as simple as running a contest. So say you have a contest and you want people to send you the funniest pictures of them using your product. That's interaction. That's building community. So now you have your customers interacting with you, building a community. So that's another pro. And once again, you can use Facebook groups, membership areas, and things of that nature. Now, ClickFunnels does have a membership area, so you can build a community with that. What I just found, though, is that it's not the best tool to do that. Okay, so your Facebook group would probably be number one, and then you have all types of chat functions and things that you can use to build a community. Another pro about building the sustainable way or the long-term way is it's pretty much used for building a brand. And I mentioned that before. So this is a long-term thing. So you want to build a brand. And when I talk about building a brand, it's not a one-off product. A one-off product, you can test something, but then you need to start building additional products to add to that initial brand that you have. So you want to make sure that whenever you start a brand that you have in mind what types of products you're going to come behind it with. So Nike started out with sneakers, right? And then from there, they went to everything else: socks, t-shirts, sweatsuits, headbands. I mean, anything you can name, Nike probably has it under its brand. So you want to build a brand. That's another pro of doing it the sustainable way. And now once you build a brand and people love your brand, you can just add additional products or services to that. And now you have instant buyers. You can turn off and on the faucet. So when Nike comes out with a new pair of Jordans or special edition, limited edition, people are lined up for them. They're fans of the Nike brand. They support the brand. And so now Nike said, you know what, I'm coming out with a new limited edition, and cats are lined up around the wall, down the corner, down the block. So that's another pro of building a long-term sustainable e-commerce business. All right. Also, and this is probably the most important or most beneficial reason to build a sustainable e-commerce business in 2019 and beyond, guys, you're actually building an asset. Okay, you're building an asset. This isn't the one-off selling fidget spinners. Once again, if you got in early, you probably made a lot of money, but it was a fad. We're talking about building a long-term brand. And now, for the sustainable way to build an e-commerce business in 2019, you're building an asset. That's another pro. Now, let me just give you an example of that. Right now, many people are selling their e-commerce businesses for 34 times multiple. And what that means is whatever your net profit is, you'll get 34 times that. That's what your company will be valued at. So, for example, if you're netting $1,000 a month after expenses, your products, your services, your marketing, and all that, if you're netting $1,000 at a 34x multiple, that means that business is valued at $34,000. So you could possibly sell that business at for $34,000. Now, how long does that take? Not very long if you know what you're doing. So you could be netting $1,000 within 3 months, 6 months, 10 months, whatever. It depends on how hard you want to work on it and how much time you're going to devote to it. Now, just imagine that after a year, you're netting $5,000 a month. So your option could be, you know what, let's keep making that 5 stacks a month, and I'm going to keep that. Or I might want to cash out. So if you're netting $5,000 a month, your business can be valued at $170,000. And it doesn't take long to net $5,000 a month. Okay? So you could be valued, or that business could be valued at $170,000. So there's certain things that affect your multiple. If you have multiple products, that's beneficial, because not all your eggs are based on one product. Your product goes bad, that means the business goes bad. All right. So you want to have different things there are different things that affect your multiple. Okay. So how many products you have, how long have you been in business? So if somebody started 3 months ago and they got $1,000, net profit, that's good, but they may not get a 34 multiple because they haven't shown that track record for a long time. Now, just imagine that you're in business 12 months, 18 months, 24 months with your e-commerce business. You're building your brand and you're netting $10,000 a month profit, net profit. At a 34 times multiple, that business is valued at $340,000. You understand what I'm saying, family? You're building an asset. So when you talk about the 2 ways how to make money in e-commerce in 2019, the fast way, which is nothing wrong with that, or the sustainable way, which obviously there's nothing wrong with that too. But there's a couple of cons to the sustainable way. It's con number 1, the biggest thing, it takes time. You have to have patience. And so that's why myself, I start the fast way, and then when it looks like it has legs or this makes sense, I'll transition into the sustainable way. Okay, I'm not going to go and create a long-term, brand-based business if I don't have that initial success up front. Okay, so one of the cons is it takes time. Another big con is you need a blueprint to be able to know how to do this, because it's hard to do on your own. If you don't have anybody, guiding you or helping you, it's very hard. Just the technical aspects alone, like with ClickFunnels, all types of the software, WordPress, Shopify. And so one of the reasons I use a lot of these platforms is because of the help, that they give you. The tech support. ClickFunnels has great tech support. Shopify, great tech support. Now with WordPress, because it's an open platform, anybody can create WordPress templates. So you might need some help with that if you don't know how to build your own WordPress site. And it's really not that hard once you get a hold of it. But so that's another big con about building a sustainable business is if you don't have a blueprint, it's hard to do. And patience is the key. So today's show, family, how to make money in e-commerce in 2019. And I say it all the time. I don't care if you got a full-time job. I don't care whatever you're doing. You need to be selling something online. Even if it's just cleaning out your house and selling your stuff on eBay. That's how one of my coaching students started. Made over $4,000 selling the stuff out of his house that he doesn't even use anymore, and started his e-commerce business and is killing it. He's banging. He's made a couple of pivots along the way because, like I said in the beginning of the show, e-commerce changes all the time. So please make sure, go to BEBecommerceresources.com, BEB e-commerce resources with an S.com, and check out my video and get your free PDF resource guide. Now, in that video, again, guys, what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually taking you through my funnel. That funnel that I used it was one product I was selling. I made all that money on. And I'm taking you through that funnel. And you also have the opportunity to be able to sign up to get that funnel in your ClickFunnels back office by getting a 14-day free trial subscription to ClickFunnels. And when you do that, then you click on my link and it'll give you the free 14-day trial. Then you click on another link and that funnel will be in your back office. And the only thing you have to do is to obviously edit it with your content and your individual pictures and all of that stuff. But I definitely recommend, even if you don't stay on after 14 days, take the 14-day free trial of ClickFunnels. Just go to my link, and that way just play around with it. If it's not for you, cancel it out. But it's not going to hurt you. But if you're serious about e-commerce, I recommend that you probably start off the fast way first, unless you already have experience, and then get that proof of concept, and then build a sustainable business when you're building a brand. Okay, so I'm just going to rehash real quick today's show topic: how to make money in e-commerce in 2019. There's a fast way and a sustainable way. The fast way is short term, and I use ClickFunnels to do that. And some of the pros are that you can get your products up quickly. ClickFunnels has templates, sales templates, that all you do, edit them, bam, put it up there. And of course, you got to run traffic to. All right. Another pro is that it's easy to test products. Test before you go all in. As a matter of fact, the actual template that you guys are looking at when you go to the BEB-ecommerceresources.com, is the product is not even the physical picture of the actual product. It is an image that was created by somebody that I had to pay somebody on Fiverr. Right now, I need to go to hireblackfreelancers.com because I paid somebody from another country, this was a while back, to do this product image. And I didn't even buy the product yet. So when I was testing this product, the image that you saw was actually an image that was created. Now, I had already gone and done the research and legwork, and I knew the pricing of the product. I had my label created. I had everything done. But before I bought bottle number 1 of this product, I tested it first. So these images that you're going to see in the video as I do the tutorial are actually images and not physical pictures of the actual product bottle. Okay, so once again, there's a fast way and a sustainable way to build e-commerce businesses in 2019. Once again, the pros for the fast way: get your product up quickly. You can test the product, and I tested that product without physically buying the product first. Okay, you can build your list real quick, and you can increase your average cart sales using upsells, and that's the reason I use ClickFunnels. Okay, some of the cons: it's more transactional because you're not really building content and community, and also it's not built for content marketing. So that's the fast way to start or make money in e-commerce in 2019. The sustainable way, which basically is the long-term way if you're looking to build a brand. Okay, so that's content and community. So when you're building a brand, you need content and community. So I use WordPress, Shopify, and ClickFunnels for the different aspects of the business. So some of the pros are you're building content with WordPress site, and content actually helps drive or bring traffic and get your product or service noticed. Another pro is I'm building a community. It could be a Facebook group, a membership area, or some type of interaction. I want to build a community. And we're really talking about building a brand. That's long-term strategy. So, and that's building a brand. And like I said, it could be Nike. It could be whatever brand that you use in any type of product or service that you look at. Look at the brand building, how products that you use build brands. Okay. Also, another big pro, and probably one of the biggest pros to building a sustainable e-commerce business, is that you're building an asset, guys. You're building an asset. This isn't something that's like, oh man, it may or may not be worth anything. It's an asset if it's built correctly. Remember, 34 times multiple is the average that people are buying e-commerce businesses for. So whatever your monthly net is, and I'll give you the numbers again. If you net $1,000 a month at a 34 multiple, your business will be valued at $34,000. Now, just imagine if you start a business and in 6 to 8, 9 months, you're netting $1,000, which isn't hard at all. If you're doing it the right way, you can actually put your business up for sale. And there's a lot of platforms that'll help you sell e-commerce businesses. And you can sell that business for $34,000. Now, just imagine you're netting $5,000 a month. At 34 times multiple, that business is worth $170,000. That can be done within 12 months. Okay. Now imagine that your business is netting $10,000 a month after expenses. That business is valued at $340,000. That could be done in 12 months. So I'm telling you, family, this is an asset. And I always talk about e-commerce in terms of being a great way to make money part-time or full-time. It doesn't require you to leave your job. If you don't want to step out full-time, I get it. It doesn't require you to leave your job. You can have a full-time job and still build your business in e-commerce. You can do it the fast way, or you can do it the sustainable way. Or you can start off fast. You get proof of concept. Hey, I like this. I'm making money. Let me transition over and make this sustainable. So that's why I'm a big proponent of e-commerce, guys. Before we close out, and I forgot to do this up top. If this is your first time listening to Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, welcome to the show. I appreciate you and thank you for being a BEB family member. To all my BEB family members, once again, we get more and more downloads. Family, I couldn't do it without you. I appreciate you guys. Please continue to spread the word for me. Also, with this video that I'm doing, please check out the video. And you can share the information also. If you can share BEB, ecommerceresources.com. That's where you go to get the video tutorial about my sales funnel and also your resource guide. BEB, ecommerceresources.com. Please check it out. So if you're thinking about getting into e-commerce, check it out. If you're in e-commerce already, check it out because you can always learn something. If you're not thinking about getting in e-commerce, you should be. So check it out anyway also. BEB, ecommerceresources.com. So if you guys need to connect with me, anything long, please hit me on my email, jjones@blackentrepreneurblueprint.com, JAYJONES @blackentrepreneurblueprint.com. Facebook, Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Twitter, please go to jjones001, JAYJONES 001. Instagram, jjones for real, JAYJONES, the number 4, REAL, jjones for real. YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please go to YouTube, type in Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, and please subscribe. I got man, I can't even tell you what I got coming up within the next couple of months, but I'm going to be doing a lot more videos. So please subscribe. Go to YouTube, type in Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, and then subscribe to the channel. Also, LinkedIn. If you need to connect with me at LinkedIn, check out J Jones, Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Just search that and connect with me via LinkedIn. I love to connect with you guys. Also, if you want to be included in the BEB text line for notifications and reminders about special events, I'm not going to bug the bejesus out of you. Please text BEB to 555-888. BEB to 555-888. Today's show, family, how to make money in e-commerce in 2019. Family, I'm telling you, the statistics are there. It's just how the world is. 50% of all e-commerce sales in the United States are on Amazon. That's great. And it continues to increase. And we need to be a part of that. Not just on Amazon, not just selling on eBay, not just selling on BeSmartByBlack.com, but it's about creating your own platforms, something that you can control. All these other platforms are great, but you need to be able to control your own platforms. And so in this video and even in today's show, I talk about 2 ways to make money in e-commerce in 2019 and beyond. The fast way and the sustainable way. And there's nothing wrong with either way. Okay? Once again, I use a combination of the two. Start fast, and then if it makes sense, then I'll start building a sustainable brand. So please check it out. BEB, ecommerceresources.com. I love you guys. I'll see you same time next week. Peace.